right, guys, so today we are on the second part of our trip. We went to the Ark Encounter yesterday, and today we are at the Creation Museum, and we are here with Mr.Looy to talk about how this all came to be and to kind of give y'all a little explanation on what their mission is here and what you can expect to learn, because there's a lot to learn here, guys. So what we're going to do, we're going to let Mark take it away and kind of give us an explanation of y'all's mission and how y'all came to create this great experience for families to come enjoy.
Well, thank you, Ken. Thank you for bringing your family along with you here. We're in northern Kentucky. Let's establish that first of all. Yeah. The Creation Museum and the Ark Encounter, two very popular Christian-themed attractions. And we are within a 1 day's drive of about 2/3 of America's population. People might be surprised to hear that, but you could even drive to New York City in 1 day if you choose to drive 600 miles. But Chicago is just 5 hours from us. St. Louis, a little over 5 hours. Atlanta, 7 hours. Just about everyone in North Carolina, where you're from, they can drive here in 1 day. And we built the Creation Museum about 13 years ago, knowing it would be a destination location. And again, situated here because we thought that a good chunk of America and a lot of Canadians. In fact, the Canadian border, Ken, is only about 4 hours from here.
Wow. So
if you go to the parking lot and look at the license plates, you'll see a lot of Canadian ones. So the Creation Museum was built first. It's a walk-through history according to the Bible, starting with the book of Genesis and going all the way through the 66th book of the Bible, that's Revelation. But we concentrate on the book of Genesis because that's the most scrutinized, indeed attacked book of the Bible. And I'm a former evolutionist, by the way. I used to accept the evolutionary worldview until I looked at the science and looked at the scripture text itself in Genesis and decided that is not poetry or allegory there in Genesis. That's written as narrative history. So we present the Bible as the true history book of the universe, right here at the Creation Museum. At the Ark Encounter, which is south of Cincinnati. In fact, we're very near the Cincinnati airport. I don't know if your camera angle might be able to pick up a plane flying off every once in a while. But the Ark Encounter was built in 2016. Over 1 million people are visiting every year. You were there with your family yesterday. And there, of course, we concentrate on the biblical account of Noah and the flood and the ark. And we show our visitors that we believe that was a true account and that science confirms what the book of Genesis teaches about the first few major events of Earth history. And along the way, we're evangelistic, and we don't hide the fact that we want to share our Christian faith here as we share truths from the book of Genesis.
Great. That's one thing I do appreciate of coming through. Now, and like I told you, we're extremely faith-based. We're a faith-based family, and I grew up a preacher's kid. And then the thing I did appreciate about all of this is that while you were sharing your beliefs and how you depict Genesis and the story of Noah, it was never once felt like it was something that if somebody that just wanted to come explore it and didn't want anything pushed on them, I never felt like there was anything that was being pushed. And I didn't feel that way at all either in either the Creation Museum or the Ark Encounter.
Well, thank you. That's very intentional that we want to be respectful of other people's beliefs, but we are bold about what we proclaim here. And even our detractors, the people who don't believe in what we teach here, they are pleased with the way that we don't hit them over the head with the Bible.
Exactly.
But many of them will say this is the most high-tech, best-looking museum they've ever seen, the Creation Museum. And then they go to the Ark and they see this 510-foot long wooden ship, and it is jaw-droppingly big, as you discovered.
It most certainly is.
So,
you can't help but stop and stare and be taken back when you stand in front of that Ark. It's a moment. It's a moment in life right there where you're just going, wow.
Well, it helps people will take it more seriously when they see the size of it, the exhibits that are inside, and the videos done at a level that we think that even children can understand. And there's a number of wow things going on at both our attractions. I mean, here at the Creation Museum, which is just beyond that wall there, we have a 4D theater, we have a state-of-the-art planetarium, we've got real dinosaur bones, including we have $1 million dinosaur skeleton, and one of the best insect collections in the world. And so it does wow people. There is the entertainment value. We've got zip lines, by the way, about 27 of them, running over your right shoulder there. Not today, I think it's just a little bit too chilly. But this is a place that people can come to and have fun, be entertained, but they're going to be educated
Right.
in what the Bible teaches. We're not the ones who've coined the word edutainment, but that's what's going on here. We want to make sure people have fun, but at the same time, we have serious messages to share that the Bible is true, and we also say the gospel message of why Christ came to earth 2,000 years ago is also true. So we don't hide the fact that we are sharing our faith here.
And like I said, it's done in an enjoyable way that I think anybody would enjoy.
Well, we have some very talented artists that have put these museums together, and the Ark Encounter, some coming from some theme park industry, and so the best and brightest in the Christian world when it comes to building themed attractions are right here at our Answers in Genesis ministry.
That's awesome. So in reference to the Ark, we talked about how awe-inspiring it is when you stand there and look at it. Tell us a little bit about that process of how the Ark came to be, in terms of how long it took to build and that kind of stuff.
Well, when we were building the Creation Museum, which opened in 2007, we were already thinking what could be the next major project. And back in Australia, Ken Ham, who's one of the three founders, he had an idea of maybe building a full-size Noah's Ark, even in his Queensland state, there in northeastern Australia. And as we were finishing the museum, a number of people were approaching us saying, hey, this looks like it's going to be wonderful. How about maybe building a full-size, all-wood Noah's Ark? Well, that was already in the back of our minds, but when we started getting that kind of feedback, we thought, okay, let's see about designing and then building this full-size Ark, but not just a ship, but because animals are associated with boarding 2x2,
Right.
and 7 animals of sun. We created a zoo behind the Ark, and we have a 10-year plan where we hope to add many more things at the Ark Encounter site. It's right off of I-75, which runs from the Canadian border up near Michigan all the way down to Miami. I mean, there's millions of people driving past
Right.
that piece of property. We have 800 acres there, right at an interchange in Williamstown, Kentucky. And so it's so convenient for people to get to. And but the Creation Museum here opened in 2007, and it's done so well, exceeded our attendance expectations, that we thought, well, let's see if we can build something even bigger. And something that would attract non-Christians to visit. The Ark in and of itself, everyone's heard about Noah's Ark and Noah's flood, and the size of the Ark we thought would capture the interest of people who weren't necessarily interested in the Bible. And we estimate that maybe a third of the people who come to the Ark Encounter don't have a church background at all.
Wow.
They're just coming out of curiosity to see this incredible structure that's 510 foot long right off of I-75.
Wow, that's amazing. So with the Ark, and it's huge, it's hard to miss, it's right there off the interstate. I mean, so I know that here at the Creation Museum, you've got temporary exhibits like the Life exhibit, or I can't remember what the exact name that y'all use.
It's called Fearfully and Wonderfully Made.
There
It's
you
a
go.
verse from the Old Testament saying that the human body is fearfully and wonderfully made from the moment of fertilization.
And so with that, I see that y'all are doing some temporary exhibits and stuff like that. Are there exhibits that y'all change on a regular basis, or are there any exhibits that
Only
y'all
a
have
couple
coming up that
Just
you're
a couple of
excited about?
areas that we use for rotating exhibits, which you'll see today as you go through. 95% of it is intact. It's not meant to be mobile.
Okay.
The pro-life exhibit is being created so that it could be removed and set up somewhere else.
Okay.
But we will create even a larger pro-life exhibit while that unit is out, let's say in a church or
Sure.
whoever might want to rent it. But we do have a couple of areas for what we call temporary exhibits. But at the same time, the first third of our museum here was totally redone last year.
Oh, wow.
So we don't just sit on our hands and
Yeah, it's
hey,
not-
we're getting a lot of people coming here. We wanted to freshen it up.
Sure.
And there's new technologies coming up all the time. So with our 4D theater here at the museum, while people are watching a presentation on a large screen wearing those 3D glasses, there's a fourth thing that's happening to them right at their seats. So there's a lot of high-tech things going on at the Creation Museum and also the Ark Encounter.
So Elias and I are waiting down here while Daddy goes up to the dinosaur level because there's no way to get up there with a stroller. So we're just hanging out while Daddy records up the dinosaurs. What do you think, Bubba? Are you having fun? Lots of fun? Just want to stare at yourself? Yeah. I would too if I looked like you.
And this is a beautiful, beautiful museum to come to. It's like I said, everything that y'all have here. I mean, it looks state of the art, and it gives you that feel of being in one of the highest quality museums that I've been in.
And not only that, Ken, but right over your shoulder here, we've got some beautiful botanical gardens.
Mm-hmm.
You and your wife and is it
Elias.
Elias
Mm-hmm.
should come back, let's say in May or June of next year when we've got banana trees here that will grow to about 30 feet. Banana trees you think wouldn't grow, in northern Kentucky. But people will tell us these are as beautiful gardens as you'll see anywhere in the Midwest.
Well, and I didn't think kangaroos lived in Kentucky, but y'all proved me wrong on that one too.
We do. They're actually called wallabies, which is a type of kangaroo.
Okay.
We've got camels I don't know if you saw them at the Ark.
I did, yeah.
But and lemurs have just arrived, and so we're expanding the Ark Zoo
Very nice.
even as we speak here.
Very neat, very neat. Well, again, this has been probably one of our greatest experiences since we've hit the road so far, and we have really enjoyed our time here.
What's the difference between an arachnid and an insect?
Legs,
How many legs does an insect have?
6,
How many does a spider have?
8.
Good job. How many body sections does an arachnid have?
Arachnids have 2.
Yeah. Good job.
So again, Mark, I mean, the places, the establishments y'all have made are absolutely breathtaking, and I would not tell anybody that I know to ever pass up the opportunity if they have a chance to come see either one of these, the Creation Museum or the Ark. And by all means, definitely go see them both, guys. I mean, they make a package deal for you. Go see them both. It's certainly worth the time.
Thank you. And may I say too that we're recording this on Election Day.
It is Election Day.
And I want to thank you for your service
Thank
to
you.
America during this important day
It is.
in America's history.
Well, thank you very much, and thank you for your time, Mark. When I reached out to you guys, I honestly didn't expect that they would say, "Oh yeah, we've got somebody that'll tell you something." But it means a lot to me, and it means a lot to the people that watch our videos when they can see firsthand that y'all are interested in sharing your stories. So,
Happy to do so.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you for your time.
Right, safe travels.
Thank you. All right, guys, wrapping up day 2 of recording with the Ark Encounter. Today we were at the Creation Museum. Yesterday we were at the Ark Encounter. We got to talk to one of the founders of the Creation Museum. That's pretty cool. We're going to put links in the description below for the website, how to book your, what would you call it?
How you get your tickets?
Tours.
Yeah,
Book your tickets. And some other links for just some websites for the Creation Museum itself that y'all can go check out if y'all want in the description below.
It was a really neat experience. The Ark was more walking through, kind of hands-on, not hands-on because you're not touching things, but more like you're feeling what it's like. Here was more of looking at things and reading. Again, lots of reading, so make sure you have time to do it. But again, a lot of things that you learn, and it takes you through the whole story, from the beginning till the end, or not the end. So it's really neat.
Yeah, so, and the thing is, the Creation Museum, it's just that. It's a museum. So, yeah, there's lots of reading, there's lots of learning to be done, and really there's learning to be done in both places, but this is a museum, and it is portrayed as such.
We're outside now. They have trails. They have a botanical garden. There's animals, a petting zoo. I think we're all petted out.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to skip that today just because it's been another long day.
It's been a long day, as you can see. We got here at what, like 11:15? About 11:15, and you can see that the sun is starting to set. So, been a long day. Been a lot of fun. I'm glad we came to both places. So, anyhow, guys, thanks for checking us out. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, hit the button to subscribe down below, and make sure you hit the bell notification so you get notifications when we post content. So, this is about one of the last things we have to do in Kentucky.
Yeah, so we'll probably see you in another state.
Alright guys, see y'all later.
Bye-bye.